Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Neil. You're watching Truly Artrageous videos, and today we're going to be completing our series on how to draw faces by drawing, guess what, an actual face. So this one should be a good learning experience. Let me know how you feel about it in the comments below. Be sure to smash the like button if you like it, and while you're at it, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and turn the notifications on so you're not missing one of our latest videos. Alright, let's do some drawing. But before I do that, I want to mention that what you're seeing on the screen here is a computer program called Corel Painter. They're not sponsoring this video, but if you're looking for a computer program that acts like Photoshop but is a little bit more geared toward drawing and painting, I highly recommend getting this along with a drawing tablet. There's a couple of different companies out there, one called Wacom and then the other one is called Huion. I'll put some links in the description in case you want to check those out. Okay, let's draw that face. Okay, we're going to start out kind of the way that we normally do with faces is we're going to draw a circle. Remember, this can be pretty sketchy. It doesn't have to be anything perfect. You don't need to use any sort of templates or anything like that. So you're going to draw that circle. You're going to draw the center line down because our face is symmetrical, meaning that one side looks pretty similar to the other. What I like to do is draw on the brow line. I think for me it helps me sort of center the drawing and gives me kind of a place to build off of. So I'm going to draw that brow line there. I'm going to continue up here. I'm going to draw the hairline. I'm going to drop down in here, draw the nose line. Then our chin line, so that everything is looking pretty decently proportioned here. I'm going to draw some sides onto my face. You don't want an open face, that will look a little weird. So you're going to draw the sides of the face here, come down to there. The kind of curve in your chin right there, the end of your mandible bone, that comes about right here. So I'm going to mark that. I'm going to come across over here, mark that too. Whoops, that's a little too low, so I'm going to actually bring it up a bit to there. And then I'm going to draw a line connecting down to the chin, another line drawing down to the chin. Oops. Back that up a little bit because it was not looking right there. There we go. Nice smooth line. Okay. So next what we want to do is we are going to indicate the eyes with some ovals. So I'm just going to draw those in here. You'll remember in the proportion drawing, those are in this spot here. I'm only expanding it a little bit because the way that they are in the proportion drawing, there's like a kind of a line right here, and the proportion drawing is mainly to orient you to the face. It is not something that you have to mark on your drawings and follow, line by line every drawing. You don't have to do that because you know what a face looks like and you can sort of use your imagination to determine what the eyes look like. Okay, so we'll continue with our ovals. Try and get them roughly the same size so that the top part here is matching the top part here and the bottom part matches the bottom part here. Okay, then I'm going to indicate the mouth line, which is just slightly below the nose, right about there. I'm also going to, kind of what we did on the proportion drawing and with the skull, we draw a line down from the center of the eye all the way down here. This basically just tells us where the mouth stops. Also, if we get down to the end of the drawing and this is a little too wide or a little too small, we can always go in and adjust. You want to make sure that you adjust the face so that you're not so much following what you learned previously, but you're following what it naturally looks like. Okay, so I'm going to do a bit of erasing here. I'm going to erase those lines over here, because I have enough indication now to do some building. I'm going to scrub this off a bit over there, scrub this off a bit over there, and round off the head so that it looks like a normal head. Curve that over like so. So you want to have just sort of a general outline of your face done when you work it up, right off the bat. Okay, so to start out, once I get my general setup and outline here, I like to start with the eyes. I don't know, for whatever reason, the eyes really help me kind of determine where the other body part, or not body parts, the other facial features go. Some people like to start with the nose, just because it's sort of the center of the face. If you want to start with the lips, you can do that too. Just whatever feels most comfortable for you as a starting point, do that. It doesn't really matter. As long as the end product is a face, then you're good. Okay. So what I'm going to draw on here is actually the eyelid line. It kind of curves up a bit at the end there. I'll go over here on this side, kind of try and match my lines as best I can, or my curved lines, I should say. So I'm going to curve around there, and then it kind of curves up a bit towards the end there. Then we're going to add in the bottom of the lid, I guess. Is there a top of the lid? I don't think so. I think there's just the bottom of the lid, and the rest is just your face. Okay, so that goes around there like so. Same thing on this side. Gonna try and even it out as best I can. Come across here. Curve around like so. Sorry, I was concentrating really hard there for a second. Could you tell? All right, and then I'm gonna just erase some of the lines here so that I get a clearer picture of what my eyes look like, so I can look at them real quick and make sure that the eye on one side looks like the one on the other side. All right, let's keep going. We'll clean up our eyes a little bit more to make them look more realistic. So now I'm going to draw basically the pink portion of the eye, that kind of right in there. I'm not sure what that's called. You can look it up. Put it in the comments. That way I know for next time. Okay, so then we're gonna draw the bottom lid there. Comes up to that side. And actually I want to draw the line through here before I move to the other eye. Because if you look at your eye, there's actually a crease where the pink skin part is, where your tear ducts are, and the actual eyeball. There's a defined line there that you can see. Okay. Same thing on this side. We're going to indicate that pink part. We're going to draw the bottom eyelid, top of the bottom eyelid. I think sounds right. I'm gonna go with it. Okay, and then we are going to again draw that line all the way through, so that we have a definition between the pink part and the eyeball. And then I'm going to erase just a bit, so that it doesn't look so muddy. And there we go. Then I'm going to draw the iris. Iris. It sounds like the name of like a new rapper. They call me Iris. It's a I-RIS. Alright, then we'll go to the other side, same thing. We're going to draw that iris in there. All the way around, like so. Make sure that these guys are lining up, because you don't want to give your character goose or your excuse me, your face, not your character. Maybe you can make it into a character if you want. But you don't want to give them googly eyes because we're not drawing Cookie Monster. Okay, and then I like to do my light source in here, so I'm just going to put a little circle indicating that light source. And then I'm going to draw the pupil in like so. Same thing over here. And like so. I tend to draw the pupils a little wide because, believe it or not, your pupils actually indicate something emotionally when they're drawn wide or drawn really narrow. Wide tends to be more relaxed, more likable. Narrow tends to be either angry or upset or crazy. So just be aware of that. If you want to make yours small, that's fine, but just wanted to point that out. There is a difference. Okay, so let's color in our irises. Just color those in there because our irises are black. You can leave them, open if you want to. It's, not a necessary step, but I just like to make the face look a little bit more real. So just coloring the iris in there, or excuse me, not the iris, the pupil, Neil. Okay, so there we go. We have our eyes in place. What I'm going to do too, next step, is I'm going to add in some eyebrows. So these are just kind of little lines here. That one went a little too far. And that kind of comes over like so. Because your eyebrows tend to be kind of like bunched up towards the nose side, and then they get longer as they move out towards the end of your face. So same thing on this side. And they don't have to look, spectacularly realistic, because mine sure don't. But you want to definitely give them the realistic shape, at least. Okay, so we got some eyebrows. Next, I'm going to drop down to our nose. And I'm just going to indicate I like to start off by indicating the nostrils. It helps me to draw the rest of the nose. So this is going to be a straight line up like so. It's going to come out like so, and then curve around like so. That's part of the hole in your nose, right? And part of the inside of the nostril. So again, we're going to go up like so, over like so, and down like so. And you can choose to do, whatever shape you want for the nose. You can make it wide, you can make it long, you can make it bulbous, you can make it completely ridiculous, like a witch, whatever you want to do. So, once you've finished your nostrils there and sort of the underside of the nose, I like to draw in, you have a piece of, I don't know if it's cartilage, I think it might be cartilage, in your nose right here. And it sort of gives an edge to the nose. So the reason I like it is you're able to determine the top of the nose and the under part of the nose with just a couple of lines. So that kind of looks like just an upside, just an arrow pretty much. So, and then we're gonna draw a little line up like this, and a little line up like this, just to indicate, again, that top part of the nose, and then give the viewer a place for where the under part of the nose is. All right, and then, last but not least, we gotta add on those nostrils. Some good looking nostrils. Okay. So those are just little curved lines on the side. Try to think of the lower part of your nose as just a triangle, because if you continue this line up, or maybe a spade, that kind of gives you that general shape of the main part of your nose. going to back it up there. And then I'm going to go up, erase a little bit here and there. I'm just going to add some indication lines here that show where the brow sort of leads into the nose. Same thing over here. Brow leading into the nose. Whoops. Back that up a bit. I don't like the way that looked. Please erase. If you don't like the way that it looks, erase, erase, erase. There's nothing wrong with erasing. Okay? Okay, so we've indicated where the brow line curves down into the nose. I'm just going to clean this up a little bit more. So I noticed that we've got our brow line still kind of in there, and we no longer need that. Okay, so now I'm going to drop down to the mouth. Now your mouth, you've got kind of a dent, like somebody like when you were being created, somebody put their finger right there. You're just a little lump of clay. So there's that little dent there I like to start with because it's sort of the central point to the lips. And then there's a curved line. That creates the upper lip. And then we will draw the bottom lip. Down here is just a line, connects like so, and connects with a curved line like so. So you can see, it's starting to look like a face, right? Okay, now, there's one big thing, two big things that we're missing here. And it's ears. So we're gonna slap on some ears here. So just curve out like this. And again, remember, that's kind of the end of the eye, and then the bottom part of the nose. That's your space for where to put the ears. So we're going to, again, draw that curved line down like so. All right, then we're gonna draw some hair. Indicate the hair, we're going to go up with a diagonal line. The hairline generally follows your temples. Not exactly, but generally follows where your temples are. It's going to go up like this. Oops, that's a little too close to the eyebrow there. Go up like this. Going to come up and around like so. And then this piece is going to connect over here, like so. So we got some hair. Next, we're going to draw in just sort of the contours of the side of the face. So the end of your orbital bone and your cheekbone. So that's just kind of a curved line like so. And then it curves back out a bit and then in like so. Same thing on this side. Curve around like that. Oops. We gotta back that up. That does not look good at all. Looks mutant-ish. Alright, so we're going to curve that down right here. So remember, we want those orbital bone places to line up. Then we'll go ahead and draw the contour of the cheekbone here. Just remember to line up the sort of apex of the cheekbone so that it looks even. Curve that in, like so. Then I'm going to go ahead and just erase. Now we'll go to draw the inside of the ear. It looks kind of complicated, but it's actually pretty simple. So I'll show you in, I think, 4 steps here. All right, so we'll start out. The first line is a curved line like so, and then it curves into like an S. Goes around like here, stops there. You want to leave a little bit over, curve a line down, like so, and then there's a little bump right there. So S shape, curve shape and then kind of a C shape. Next, we are going to draw the inner cartilage. So that goes up to here like that, out and around like that. And then the ear hole is right here. So kind of almost an arrow, but more of a rounded arrow. And then a curve shape. And then there is a little indication here where it kind of splits a little bit. So that's the shape of your ear there on the inside. Okay, so gonna do the same thing on this side. Gonna curve around, go up, and over. Remember to stop there because it gives an indication of depth. And we're gonna curve down like so, and then curve up with that C shape. And go up with that kind of soft arrow point there. Gonna indicate the ear hole there. And then the part where the cartilage sort of splits. Okay, ears. Now I'm gonna do a little bit more to the hair. I'm gonna spread it out a bit because your hair tends to not conform to the general contour of your face. To do that, I'm gonna go draw it up on this side a bit, curve it around, like so. Then I'm gonna go in with my eraser and erase. Take all those structural lines out. Okay. Couple more indications and then we're going to be done. So first indicator line is going to be below the lip. A little line right here to indicate where the chin is, and then the way that the skin right there connects is at an angle. It kind of comes out. So this is indicating that breaking point where the lip goes in and then the chin comes out, or the chin goes in and the lip comes out. All right, next indicator lines are going to indicate this portion of your mouth. There's a big muscle right there that controls the lips and such. So, and it kind of creases at the nostril. So we're gonna start right kind of where the apex of that curve line for the nostril is. Curve a line down like so. Same thing on this side, curve a line down like so. I'm gonna clean up my lips a little bit there. Sort of sounds like I said a bad word. Clean up your lips. Stop saying those words. Okay, so clean up the lips a little bit there. Then we are going to draw the remaining portion of the muscle around your lips. So that's just a line like that, line down like that, line down like this, and a line down like that. Erase a little bit more. Let's take that out. We don't need those anymore. Little indicator lines just to make sure that the edge of the mandible bone right there is even. And then if you want to, you can draw a neck. Just so that the face doesn't look like, you know, it's floating in space like the Wizard of Oz. So I thought it would be fun to share with you what Painter can do for you. So I thought I would ink the drawing and color it in. So enjoy, and I'll see you in a little bit. All right, there you have it. That's your face. That's what we've been building up to. I really hope that you guys all had a great time doing this, and I hope you learned something. Let me know any questions if you have any in the comments below, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.